Well, a new article from Business Insider is shedding light on Gen Z's pivot from college to blue-collar jobs, from student debt to the rise in AI, how Americans are losing faith in the college degree. Amanda Hoover is here. She's the author of this article and is joining me now. Amanda, thank you so much for joining me to talk about this. This is so interesting. You mentioned in the article just 22% of U.S. adults say college was worth it if a student had to take out loans to attend. So how have those loans pushed Gen Z toward blue-collar jobs?
There's definitely a lot of young people that are looking at college and questioning, is this worth it? You know, the time, the effort, but also the debt. We see those numbers in the tens of thousands on average, rising over time. So why not? Some young people are thinking, if I don't know what I want to do and I don't really want to go to college, like, why force it? Why not find something that works better for me and maybe doesn't involve sitting at a desk all day or lets me be my own boss?
Right, they can go to a trade school or just get a certificate in some sort of field. You also write in the article about how concerns about AI are a major factor in the careers people choose. So what does it signify for the future? I mean, I've heard people talk about this, like AI is after your job or robots will take over. So what does that mean about the future and where we're headed?
Yes, so many jobs that were really looked at as lucrative and stable. You know, think about software engineering, consulting, even legal, marketing jobs. All of these are kind of at risk of automation. We don't know what's going to happen yet, but there's a concern that entry-level jobs will be the first to go. So then again, why take out tens of thousands of dollars in student loan debt if you're not going to have that safe cushion of these high-paying jobs? Instead, AI actually helps people in some of these trade jobs if they want to start their own business. It makes it easier to automate appointment scheduling. It makes it easier to craft emails, to do your own marketing materials if you don't have experience in that, or to send out emails to clients and figure out what to say as you're starting out. So I spoke to some young business owners in landscaping, pressure washing, who are like using AI to help them with some of this while running their own business and doing so quite successfully for very young people.
Yeah, and we met earlier in the hair and makeup room, and I thought it was interesting because our hairstylist was saying AI is not going to take her job. Yeah. She'll stay employed. So fields like that are kind of pretty stable, right? What would you say are some of the current fastest growing jobs and fields?
Yeah, there's expected job growth to outpace, you know, the averages in electricians, construction, HVAC servicing. There's going to be a lot of people retiring who work in these fields, and an increased demand, especially with construction and with clean energy as well. You know, there's these new jobs that are coming out and they don't require a traditional four-year college degree, maybe some vocational training, but they're things that we're gonna have a growing demand for and potentially a labor shortage. So we can only expect maybe that wages might rise in these as well as there's more demand for people to come and work in these fields.
Yeah, just a sign of the times, a different era. Thank you so much for joining us to talk about this. Senior correspondent at Business Insider, Amanda Hoover, thank you so much.